Hey, so quick question for you. How many of you guys and girls actually commute into work every morning on a motorcycle? And if you do commute, what benefits do you see with regards to commuting on a motorcycle? And if you don't commute, what reasons do you have for not commuting? I commute a lot when I have to go to work in town. My reasons are many. Number one, I just love being on a motorcycle. Number two, it saves a bit in gas. Number three, parking is easier with the motorcycle as opposed to an automobile, SUV, pickup truck. It's a lot easier to find parking in the various places where I tend to frequent when I work. Next reason, commuting to work keeps my proficiency up. Instead of waiting for the weekends to riding throughout the week kind of keeps your skills up, your senses tuned to everything that's going on around you. You stay in practice. You stay in bike form as opposed to waiting a week or 2 weeks to ride. Those are the reasons why I like to ride. And it's also a stress reliever after work and before work. I actually look forward to going into work because I get to get on a bike and ride. There are only a few only a few cons that I see when it comes to riding a motorcycle to work. Number one, riding in cold or inclement weather. If it's raining or if it's super cold, yeah, I just cage it in. Take my car and just go that route. The only negative is the high number of distracted drivers out there during that time of the day, rush hour, either in the morning or in the evening. Just a crazy amount of distracted drivers. You really have to keep your wits about you when you commute in or commute home from work. You got people putting on makeup, you got people reading their text, you got people just not paying attention. So you really have to be careful. And let's see, other con. When it gets really hot outside, unless you have some gear that vents pretty well for you, you might arrive to work all sweaty and smelling kind of bad. So just have to keep that in mind. Make sure you have the right gear if you're going to commute into work on a hot day. One other negative is sitting in traffic and having to use your clutch lever on a continuous basis. Now, I know you guys and girls out in California don't have to worry about this. You guys can just lane split, and the same goes for you over in the UK. But here in Texas, it's still against the law to split lanes. So I'm in here in traffic with all these other people, and just having to use your clutch constantly, stopping and going, is also a negative if you live in a town or a city with a lot of traffic. When I do commute, I like to take the Super 10 array because I've got some extra lights in the front and the back to help my visibility. Plus, it sits up high. The Striker is so low to the ground and is all blacked out. It's probably my least favorite to commute on in the morning, but that sucker is loud, so people will hear me on that bike. Hey, so usually when I do commute, I like to leave the house very early in the morning to beat a lot of this traffic. It's not too bad right now, but in another 30 minutes, it'll be jam-packed, man. But I didn't make it out the house as early as I wanted to this morning, so that's why I have a little bit of traffic today. But it's all good. And I got my reflective vest on and my white helmet to also help visibility. So do what you can to be seen at all possible. But other than that, as far as pros and cons to commuting, I really don't see anything else. If there's something that I failed to mention in this video with regards to commuting, pros and cons of commuting to work, just let me know in the comments section, and we can have that dialogue. All right, YouTube, I will talk to you later. Peace.